Hello, my friends. Hi, welcome to Thursdays at 3. My name is Annika Spalding. I am the Community Relations Director here at the Amarillo Little Theater. And it is Thursday, April 18th, 2024, and this is Thursdays at 3. So if you're new here, this is a weekly live show where I come to you and tell you about all the millions of things happening at ALT. This week is absolutely no different. But before we start, I just want to give a special shout out to Jason Crespin, of course, our managing artistic director, for filling in for me last week while I was out of town. I watched the broadcast, of course, and he made me laugh so hard when he said it was the Telemundo version of of Thursdays at 3. I'm sorry to tell you that you got Telemundo last week, and now it is back to the Caucasian Chronicles. Wah, wah. So sorry. You got all the flavor last week, and now it's back to straight vanilla. I am so sorry. Okay, again, it is April 18th, 2024, and it is a show day. We love a show day around here, of course. That's what we do. Sense and Sensibility will, of course, take to the stage once again tonight at the Adventure Space at 7:30. Later in the show, I'm going to be speaking to cast members from this sold-out show. But first, I just want to let you know what's happening at ALT. I want to get through that because there's a ton to talk about. So if you caught their live show last Friday, then you saw that Jason and Harrison announced the upcoming Academy season. Here we go. Here we go. We'll begin with Charlotte's Web in November. Of course, A Christmas Story, the musical, will be the Academy collaboration in December at the main stage, and the Academy musical will be James and the Giant Peach in March. Oh my gosh, I left out The Lightning Thief. How could we forget the summer musical, The Lightning Thief, that will be happening in July? Like I said, Charlotte's Web will be at the Adventure Space November 15th through the 24th. So excited about this one. I played Fern back in 96. Some of you were not alive. Why did I date myself like that? What's wrong with me? At the Alan Shankles main stage, the Academy musical is going to be Roald Dahl's James and the Giant Peach. Of course, Roald Dahl also wrote Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, so you know it's going to be good. That's going to be March 21st through the 30th, 2025, which sounds really weird to say, 2025. I cannot believe it's almost 20. Well, it's not almost 2025, but it's going to be. At some point, it's going to be 2025. It's just wild. Of course, Harrison continues his theme of producing shows based on books, which we love for our kids. I cannot wait to see these incredible shows. So exciting. And Harrison is doing such great things with the Academy. I'm so proud to work with him. Harrison, I'm so proud of you. I love you so much. Okay, speaking of the Academy, get involved with the Academy, guys. As it says here on this wonderful flyer, the Amarillo Little Theater Academy offers training in dance, singing, acting, and even costuming to students ages 4, that's right, just 4 years old, through 18, and even adults. The Academy also produces 3 full shows cast only with its students, providing a fun and safe, very important environment to implement their classroom training. Get involved with the Academy. All the information to get involved is right there. There's always an opportunity to get involved. And just so you know, Academy Camp registration is just around the corner beginning Monday, May 13th at 10 a.m. You can peruse the available camps on our website, which is at www.amarillolittletheater.org/academy. Camps are a really great way to learn about the Academy and just kind of how we put shows together. Plus, you get to meet really cool people and make new friends and have a great time over the summer. So a great way to get involved with the Academy and just kind of get your feet wet if you've never taken an Academy class or anything like that. Highly recommend those camps. They're really, really, really fun. And while we're talking about the Academy, we've got to talk about the Ghostlight Gala. You are invited to ALT Academy's Ghostlight Gala happening at the Alan Shankles main stage May 15th, with the senior paparazzi parade beginning at 7:15 and the gala beginning at 7:30. This is such a fun night honoring the hard work of our Academy students and, of course, our graduating seniors. So come out and join us. And if you've never seen the Academy paparazzi parade, this had to have been a Jason Crespin original idea. Such a brilliant thing. So these incredible seniors who've given so much of their time and energy and leadership get to take a limo, show up. They roll up in front of that gazebo over by that parking lot, and there's a red carpet rolled out for them, and everyone's taking pictures. And oh my gosh, I would have killed for that at that age. Absolutely killed. Of course, they look like $1 million every single time, and it's just so great. the paparazzi parade, and then, of course, the gala starting at 7:30. So very, very exciting time for our Academy students. If you can make that, please, please do. It's such a fun night. But you know what? We've got a lot to talk about. So let's keep going. Let's go ahead and talk about the show that's on the dock right now, Sense and Sensibility. Of course, starting their second weekend and final weekend of performances tonight. This is a very successful and sold out show. They had a completely sold out opening weekend. They, in fact, added a matinee on Saturday. Very, very exciting. And check out this graphic here. This is kind of telling. Look at this. Sense and Sensibility. Tickets for this weekend's performances beginning tonight are also sold out. But if you'd still like to try to see the show, you can get to the Adventure Space, which is at 2751 Civic Circle, right when the doors open, which is 30 minutes before the show. If you want to get all the information, you can screenshot this right here. So for tonight's show, 7:30 show, get there at 7. For Friday and Saturday evenings, 8 o'clock shows, get there at 7:30. And for Sunday's final matinee, get there at 2. You do have a chance to see the show. They've had some success getting people in. So definitely try that if you're dying to see the show, and you should be. It's a phenomenal show. So sending you all the positive standby vibes. Let's go to the comments. We've got lots of comments here. Emma Albright says, hi. She says, did I miss it? Did you miss any what? Tell me what you think you missed, and I will fill you in. Meredith Vasquez says, can't wait to see it tonight. So excited for you, Meredith. So glad you're seeing the show. Okay, while we're talking about Sense and Sensibility, there is the information that you're seeing up here is actually not correct, because this was taken before we got some more volunteers in. There is one, as I know it right now, unless Lissa tells me otherwise, there is one volunteer opportunity for ushering and concessions available this weekend. So if you're available Saturday night to do either ushering or concessions, we have someone lined up, but we need one other person for Saturday night. Please call our box office at 806-355-9991, or contact our volunteer coordinator, Lissa, and her email address is listed there, lissa@amarillo.org, and fill in that one spot. Our volunteers are so great. They filled in all the spots. And always keep a lookout on our social media, especially our warrior page, if you're an ALT warrior. And if you're not, join the page, because there's lots of volunteer information posted there. And sometimes acting opportunities in the community, people contact us like, hey, we need actors for, whatever, and we'll post it in the warriors page. So definitely ask to follow that page, and I'll think about accepting you to join. Of course, I will accept your request to join our ALT Warriors group, but always look for this graphic. Raquel, our marketing director, posts these great graphics to get you involved and show you what volunteer opportunities are available. Of course, we'll talk about all of those. So yeah, volunteer if you can. We just need that one spot filled on Saturday night. Oh, Emma, no, you haven't really missed much, Emma. So you're good. You're good. And yes, you can join the Warriors page. So on Facebook, just ask to join the Warriors page, and I will, of course, accept your request. And you can be an official ALT Warrior, because joining the page makes you official. Okay, I want to show you this little video because we have a partnership with Sense and Sensibility and the Golden Rose Tea Room, which is very exciting. If you have not been to the Golden Rose Tea Room, I highly recommend it. It is as whimsical and sweet and sophisticated and just perfect to partner with this specific show as it gets. We posted this on our social media earlier last week, but I just want to show you because it's such a great little video and kind of gives you some insight into what you can expect from the show. So here we go.
Get your tickets to Sense and Sensibility. Present your tickets to the Golden Rose Tea Room.
And you'll receive 15% off your high tea April 11th through the 21st.
I just love that. I just love that. So sip into spring with Sense and Sensibility and the Golden Rose Tea Room, you can indulge in the timeless elegance of Jane Austen's beloved classic while savoring high tea. All you have to do is present your Sense and Sensibility tickets at the Golden Rose Tea Room from now until the 21st. That's this Sunday, and receive 15% off your high tea and any merchandise you might want to purchase while you're there. I don't know, tea, or I don't know what other kind of merchandise they have, but I'm sure it's delightful. The Golden Rose Tea Room is open Thursday through Sunday from 11 to 3. So take advantage. If you have Sense and Sensibility tickets, get a little percentage off of your high tea at Golden Rose Tea Room. It's a sweet little partnership we've got there. Okay, we're going to really switch gears right now, and we're going to go from Sense and Sensibility to Monty Python's Spamalot. There's no segue in the world appropriate there. The cast of Spamalot is deep into rehearsals and very excited to present to you the silliest show ever. And speaking of Spamalot, we need crew. We need crew for Spamalot. If you have some free time in your schedule, we would love to have your help. Here are the positions that we need. We need 1 sound effects and projections person. I'm sure that will be a hell of a good time. 1 spot operator and 2 backstage people helping. This is a brilliant director. It's Jason Crespin directing this show, and a brilliant, hilarious cast. So if you want to do crew for a show, I would imagine that this is the show to do crew for, because it is a rockin' good time from what I understand. So if you are available to do that, please call our box office at 806-355-9991, or you can email our volunteer coordinator, Lissa, as I said before, and there is her email address right there, lissa@amarillo.org. Yeah, come have fun with the Spamalot cast. I'm sure you will have the best time of your life. While we're talking about Spamalot, we are having a work call. We will be having a work call this weekend, and builders and painters, this is the big work call you've been waiting for. And if too many people show up, which is an amazing problem to have, then we'll work on making props. Show up at the main stage at 10 a.m. on Saturday. If you're going to come, please RSVP to Lissa. I had that banner up just a second ago. I'll put it up again. RSVP to Lissa at this email address, or call the box office so we can get a head count for lunch. We at least want to feed you if you're going to be here. But having said that, you do not have to show up all day. If you can only show up for an hour, we would love it. So let's make some real headway on this set. If you can come, please come and join us. Yeah. So please come help with work call. As you can hear behind me, you can hear the nail guns going off. They are working very hard on the set right now. So that's what you're hearing in the background. We also want to make sure that you get your tickets for Spamalot. Tickets are currently on sale to members, and we should all be members and have our season tickets for ALT, right? If you can, get your season tickets. Those are available now. It's really a great value. But the tickets are going to go on sale to the public this Monday, the 22nd. You will not want to miss this hilarious show with this brilliant cast. Oh, someone's singing. Sometimes I get serenaded up here. It's very nice. Anyway, so please get your tickets for Spamalot. This season, shows have been selling out sometimes before they even go on sale to the public, which is why you should be a season ticket holder, because usually when you're a season ticket holder, that is not a problem that you have to face. So I highly recommend getting your season tickets if you can. But tickets will go on sale to the public on Monday. Yes. Let's keep going. Okay, so now that I'm here at ALT on staff, I am fully in charge of our season's playbill. Okay, here is the graphic for our 2024-25 season. This is our 97th season at ALT. I am now in charge of our playbill. If you've ever seen an ALT show, then you have held our playbill in your hot little hands. It is a fantastic, very well put together playbill. And I'm not saying that because I'm in charge. I've never been in charge until right now. So it has nothing to do with me up until now. Those advertising dollars that people pay to have their ads placed in our playbill go directly to supporting the theater. So if you know of any businesses who might want to place an ad in our playbill and have it seen by, I don't know, around 30,000 people, that's right, 30,000 people, please email me at Annika@AmarilloLittleTheater.org. I'll put that up right here if I can find it. And I don't think I can. I don't see it. Oh, there it is. That is my email address. If you know of any businesses who might want to advertise in our playbill, go ahead and email me and let me know, and I will get them all the information that they could possibly need or want. The deadline is May 1st, 2020. So we need to get in. Definitely to many. There we go. Yeah. So hopefully, ad bill. That's any ads is better. So for your ALT season, get package up. Thing. So be patient. Me. I saw our amazing lineup for our 97th season. There it is. So you won't want to miss any of these incredible shows. Our season ticket packages they're actually a much better value than if you're to buy ticket show. Remember to reserve your a week before the job, which means get stay shows have opening. But for those that since to worry about not getting the memberships right there, but here are the regular season ticket packages here if you're interested in that. Again, like I said, a great value getting season tickets to our shows. And if you plan on seeing most or all of the shows in our season, get a season ticket package, because even though it's more money up front, you're saving money in the long run. It's definitely more expensive to buy tickets show by show, and you're supporting your local community theater in advance, which we love, and we love you for that. So consider that. And they also make great gifts. So consider that too. I'm done with my sales pitch. I'm all done. Congratulations. Let's go to my favorite part of the week. It's our volunteer of the week. Okay, I love our volunteer of the week this week. Not that I know this person, because I don't, but it's a brand new ALT warrior. Congratulations to Kaylin Phillip. Kaylin is brand new to ALT. She was one of the first volunteers to show up for several work calls and is not afraid of a power tool. We love an unafraid queen. Kaylin, the guys were raving about having your help at work calls, and we're so grateful that you are giving your time and energy to ALT. So if you know Kaylin, please tag her or let her know that she is our volunteer of the week. So happy to have you on board, Kaylin. And thank you so much for donating your time. We are so grateful, especially because people were raving about you. So really glad that you're on board with us. And of course, Gabe Sherman, one of our amazing ALT warriors and star of ALT Spamalot, coming up in just a couple weeks. Gabe Sherman says, yay, congrats. Love you, Gabe. Thank you for watching Thursdays at 3 and commenting. And now it's my second favorite part of the week. Let's go to some breaking Broadway news. All right, let's go to some breaking Broadway news here. Get a load of this. The Lion King will receive a Hollywood Bowl concert with Nathan Lane, Jeremy Irons, Billy Eichner, love Billy, and more. This special film to concert event will play at the Hollywood Bowl in LA on May 24th. That's my birthday, and 25th. This is in honor of the 30th anniversary of the 1994 film, and we'll see the return of several cast members associated with the original animated film, the live action remake, and the Broadway version. I cannot believe it's been 30 years since The Lion King. Oh my God. But so exciting. I cannot wait to watch that streaming somewhere, because that's going to be so great. Okay. Who do you think the winner was? We've talked about this for several weeks now. Who was the winner of the best Broadway World's best musical in the last 64 years? What do you think it was? The people have sung the winner of Broadway World's ultimate best musical March Madness bracket. Say that 10 times fast, is Les Mis. I'm partial to this one because my husband Brett and I met when ALT did the show back in the fall of 2012, playing Marius and Cosette. We joked when we got engaged because I was living in New York at the time, and Brett flew up to propose to me with the help of our good friend Rebecca Smithy, who played Eponine in our production. And when Brett proposed, she was literally like hovering, like lurking behind this actual iron fence that was outside, this gate that was outside of my apartment. And it was like literally like Marius Cosette and Eponine in those scenes. It was crazy. And I keep a picture on my desk. This is us as Marius and Cosette in the receiving line in 2012. Look at those babies. Oh my gosh. We're so old now. Anyway, so congratulations to Les Mis. Jason, I think I know which show you would have picked, and I don't think it was Les Mis. Tell me if I'm right or wrong, but I think I'm right. Anyway, so congrats to Les Mis on that. Yeah, let's keep moving forward. Is Crazy Rich Asians coming to Broadway? Possibly. John M. Chu, who also directed the film version of In the Heights, as well as the film Crazy Rich Asians, and most recently, the highly anticipated movie adaptation of Wicked, will direct a musical adaptation of the show. Love that. Love him. Love that. Okay. You've had enough breaking Broadway news. You've waited long enough. It's time for me to introduce my special guest for today. So please welcome cast members from ALT's Sense and Sensibility, Kendall Knapp, Sawyer Landry, and Justin Lowe. Hi, guys.
Hello.
How's it going?
So good. How is everything going? I don't want to talk to all of you at once. Let me ask you, Justin, how have rehearsals been for this show?
Dreamy.
Dreamy? How so?
Just fun and just getting to play and come up with bits to do, but also Carrie saying pronunciation, get your accent right, so.
Has she been pretty on top of that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Corrected
me. Okay, so I'm curious to know, did any of you read the book first? If you did, was it helpful, or did you decide no on the book or the movie?
I didn't.
Show to be done before I read it. But I fell in love with the original movie with Emma Thompson when I was 16 years old.
Right. Yeah.
And it's just endearing. And I've loved this story. It's my favorite Jane Austen.
Is it your favorite?
Yeah.
What about you, Kendall? Did you read or watch any of the stuff beforehand, or did you just go straight for the script?
Straight for the script. I didn't have any background ideas or anything about it. So
yeah,
kind of went in blind, but it ended up working out really well. So it's been great.
Well, and from what I understand, the script is pretty different anyway. So it kind of sounds like maybe you guys made the right call on that anyway. It's kind of it seems like a different adaptation anyway. So I'll ask you, Kendall, have you enjoyed playing a character that's like brought to life from such a well-known novel instead of just something completely made up?
Yes and no. It was definitely kind of intimidating because I think with a story as famous as Jane Austen, I felt like some people would have a pretty clear idea of what Eleanor or who Eleanor was supposed to be like.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to respect that and try to bring as much justice to that as possible while also staying true to myself in a way.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Sawyer, let me ask you, have you had to adjust your physicality at all in order to bring your character to life? I would imagine they might move a little bit differently than we do now.
Oh yeah, I mean, you definitely whenever you first start working with a character, you have to figure out how they move, how they work, what makes them tick and stuff like that. So yeah, I've definitely had to adjust how I am because I'm pretty naturally laid back, if you couldn't tell. But my character is not that way, and so yeah, I've had to tweak that a little bit, but it's been fun.
I love that. Justin, can you give us your best effort in giving us like a synopsis of the show itself?
It's a family that the father passes away, and I play the son. And in Britain, at that time in Britain, only men inherited, so his daughters are left with nothing. The father says, provide for them. Find out if he does or not, and they have to leave their home that they've known their whole life and start over in a smaller home and throughout the story meet these men that do they love them or are they being betrayed? But ultimately, they do find love, and it works out for them better than they could have ever imagined, truthfully, based on how their life was starting at the top of the show.
And Sawyer, how does your character fit into all of this?
So I'm definitely, I'm one of the love interests, but my guy likes to, I wouldn't say necessarily play games. I don't think he knows how to play games at all in any sense of the word, but he's definitely, all about being a gentleman first and foremost, and he would rather be, awkward and kind of weird than have anybody think that he's, rude or something like that. And so his own niceness gets in the way of his ability to do literally anything all the time. So, yeah.
And Kendall, who is Eleanor?
Oh, Eleanor is the oldest of the Dashwood sisters. She is the sense, if you will. She's kind of the heart. Not well. Let me take that back. I think Marianne's the heart of the sisters, but I think she just tries her best to not only be a mother figure, but try to guide her sisters in the right path, while also trying to figure out herself.
I love that. Go ahead, Justin.
Eleanor has heart. You have heart. Mary does too, but she brings that.
See, this is what I love about Jane Austen novels, is that it sparks these types of conversations, because different people, based on their background or, what's gone on in their lives and their perspectives, can have different interpretations of each character, and what they bring to the table. And it allows you to, that's what I'm excited for these audiences to be able to experience, is at intermission and after the show, the debrief with shows like this, I feel like is so much fun. Just talking about, oh, well, what did you think of this relationship between these characters? And, oh, well, I had a different take on that. That's like my favorite part about seeing shows like this. And your director, Carrie Huckabee, says Edward has no game, 0. Spoken like a true director. I'm so glad you commented, Carrie, because I was just going to talk about you like you're not even here, Carrie Huckabee. Justin, why don't you talk to me a little bit about what Carrie has been like as a director?
That's the number one reason. Well, there's 2 reasons I auditioned. One, it was Sense and Sensibility. 2, Carrie Huckabee.
Yeah.
She's just so, because she's an actor, she sees a lot of different things, and she sees in you the potential, and she brings it out of you. And she's just your number one cheerleader, your number one fan. And if she's not seeing something that she wants, she's going to let you know, but she does it in a kind and generous and giving way.
Yeah. Kendall, would you have anything to add to that?
Definitely. I had never worked with Carrie Huckabee before, so I really wasn't sure what to expect at auditions and everything. But I really appreciate female directors who go in and they know what they want and they know what they're looking for. And it just never seemed like Carrie second-guessed herself. And I aspire to do that so much. So it's been a pleasure.
That's so nice. What about you, Sawyer?
Yeah, definitely. Carrie's been great at letting us, giving us our blocking and then saying, you find your character and you gotta, figure out who your character is, while also being like, okay, well, we need to stay with this. And she's been good at letting us play. And I mean, it's been a great all around experience just to be able to be with the cast and everybody figure it out as we go along. And I think she's facilitated that really well.
I love to hear that. And also, is there anything Carrie Huckabee cannot do? This woman directs, she teaches, she acts, she sews, she cooks, she has a brilliant sense of humor, and she's a mom and has incredible hair. So what more could you ask from a human? I mean, come on. Come on. Vanessa Hill says, I love you all. Justin and Sawyer are my buddies.
Oh,
Oh, so sweet.
And Emma Albright says, I can ask them a question about acting. Yes, Emma, if you have a question for any of our cast members about acting, please post it and we can ask them and get your question answered. Let's look at a few pictures really quickly that we've posted on our social media.
Oh,
I
God.
love these. The two sisters, of course. There's our friend Hunter. There's our girl Kendall. Love it. So beautiful. Love these. And of course, there's Sterling Knight, who we heard from last week. Love that. So great. Okay, so did you guys know the story? I know y'all didn't necessarily go into the literature or anything, but did you guys know the general story before you started, or were you totally fresh?
I personally hadn't read it. I didn't look up anything. I actually wasn't at the first week of rehearsal because of a festival I had with school, me and Sterling both. And so on the drive to Abilene, I was reading through the script and I finished it in the van. And I was just like, oh my gosh, what am I in? This is crazy. So it was pretty cool.
That's awesome. What about you, Sawyer?
I mean, the only, I guess, knowledge I had of it was that I read the script before I came into auditions. But aside from that, no, I think I'm in the same boat as Kendall. I I came in completely unversed in it. So
What about you, Justin?
You know, watched it in a movie theater in Austin, Texas on a high trip for a state convention. We went to see it.
During a high school trip, you said?
So that was, I want to say it was spring of '95. I'm really dating myself. But yeah, and it's one of those that I like to put on if you just want something in the background, or if you're feeling just kind of, you want something neutral. It's always a warm fuzzy for me. If I'm like in a bad mood, I'll put that in and it'll fix me, truthfully.
Yeah. Any of you can answer this. What should our audiences expect going into this highly anticipated show?
I would say a lot of heart for sure. There's definitely a lot of heartwarming moments, but yeah, there are a lot of funny moments in it too. It is not the prim and proper Sense and Sensibility that you might be thinking of. No.
So maybe expect the unexpected.
Totally.
If you can,
yeah. Did with the script and in incorporating a chorus, or that Greek chorus element with the gossips that help move the story around. It makes the show pop, in my opinion, that it just keeps it moving in the right places. And it's just fun. Really fun.
You know, when people write reviews of the show, we send emails asking people, what did you think of the show? And they email in what they thought of the show if they saw it. And then the box office forwards it to the whole staff. So we get to kind of see what everybody's saying. And it's just rave after rave. Let me tell you, people are absolutely loving the show. I'm really excited for this next weekend for more people to see it because they are loving it. So if you have your tickets, I'm so happy for you. If you don't, make sure to get on our standby list. Like I told you, 30 minutes before the show begins, go ahead and show up. And there's a chance you could still see the show. People move around their tickets all the time. And so there's always a chance to see it if you really want to get in to see it. Let me ask you guys this. Kendall, let me ask you, put you on the spot and ask you, what would you tell someone? This is your first ALT show, is that correct?
Yes, it is.
Okay. So what would you tell someone who might be interested in auditioning for ALT, but might be too intimidated?
I would definitely say do not be scared at all. This is one of the most welcoming environments I've ever been in. As someone who's doing college theater, it can sometimes be challenging working with other students that are also getting a theater education. Whereas in a community theater, everybody's from different walks of life doing completely different things. But they all have the same love of theater. So it's like, there's nothing to be scared of. Everybody's supporting you and just wants you to shine like you should.
Oh, that's so true. Sawyer, would you add anything to that?
So this is not my first show at ALT. This is
Right.
my second show at ALT.
We saw Sawyer recently in The Play That Goes Wrong, in case you forgot, and I hope you did not.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, I basically retweet everything that Kendall said. It's a great community, and I mean, everybody is super supportive from, cast, crew, directors, and even, our audiences have, been so kind as people come up and say great job to us afterwards. So I mean, it's a great place to be a part of, and like just go and audition, like just do it.
And I love that. I retweet what she said. I'm going to start using that in my day-to-day vernacular. I retweet exactly what you just said. Justin, you've been around for a while at ALT, just a little longer than Kendall and Sawyer have. Say that again.
My 20th season.
This is your 20th season?
Yeah.
Gosh, that's amazing. Yay! I wish I had a little gold star. This is your imaginary gold star for your 20th season. So what would you say to someone having been here for 20 seasons? What would you say to someone who might want to audition but might be a little intimidated?
Don't be intimidated. It's just a loving and welcoming environment, and everybody is supportive and encouraging, and it's fun to be around people that nerd and geek out about theater and about getting to do a musical or be in a play, or just to be on stage. And being around people that geek out about that makes it even more fun. Truthfully, be nervous, just do it. You won't regret it.
Yeah. Well, and also, if you don't want to be on stage, you don't have to audition. You can just volunteer. You can come if you want to help build sets or costumes or make props or do ushering and concessions, assistant direct or something like that, be on the production team for a show. All kinds of opportunities if you're not someone who wants to be on stage. So that does not preclude you from being included in our sweet little community. We are trying very hard to expand further into our community and have a bit of a further reach, because we really believe in this place, and we want to be as inclusive as we possibly can. And I think there are a lot of people in our community who don't even know we exist and who really, really need us. So, you guys, if you see anyone who's watching this, if you see our posts on social media, share them, comment on them. We're trying to expand our reach further into the community and the surrounding areas. We're trying to partner with different organizations to expand our reach, because a community theater is only as good as the community that's involved in it. And we want to look like our community. We want to be as diverse as our community is. And so that's really important to us. And the best way for us to do that is for people who know and love us and are involved with us to spread the word. So if you guys are watching this, definitely heed my advice and share our posts on social media and get the word out in our community, in your schools, at your church, whatever, because more people need to be involved with ALT. It's such a wonderful place. It really, really is the place to be. Emma Albright says, the one that said, can I ask them about acting? She said, especially if you get scared when you're auditioning. What would you guys say to someone who doesn't get scared and nervous during an audition? If I had to say something, I would just say, do it scared. All of us do. All of us do. Some of us have been acting our entire lives, and I am telling you, there just isn't an audition that isn't scary. It's in front of other people. Other people are wanting the same role as you. It's a scary, scary thing, but I feel like anything worth doing is probably going to make you scared if it's worth doing. And auditioning for shows at ALT is worth doing. Kendall, what would you say to someone who's scared to audition?
Feel you. Definitely there. I would say Go in there and just be you, be effortlessly you,
Yeah.
because I can say from personal experience, I went into audition for Sense and Sensibility, and I looked around and I didn't really look like anybody there, and I just tried to be me, and sometimes that's all you need. You never know what the director's looking for, and you're probably it. So
Oh, that's such great advice. Sawyer, would you add anything to that?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, auditions are scary, being vulnerable and stuff like that is always going to be scary. But like one of the best things I've ever heard, and some of the best advice I've ever gotten is that everybody in that room that's on the other side of the table, nobody wants to see you fail. Everybody wants to be like, "Oh, there's the next best thing," or "Oh, there's our character," or stuff like that. Nobody there, yes, they're judging you to, see if you fit the character or not, but nobody there inherently wants you to fail. They want to see you succeed. And ever since I heard that, my entire perspective on auditions has completely changed.
That is such great advice. Justin, would you add anything to that as well?
You know, they every ALT audition I've been to, it's, we're here to support you. We want you to do your best. And that's all you can do. Just do your best and love yourself enough to put yourself out there, because it is hard. But have fun. You're wanting to do something fun. Have fun in your audition. If you're going for a specific thing, own it. Just do it and own it.
I love that. I love yourself enough to do that, because it is a gift to yourself to put yourself out there. And really at ALT, we do 8 shows a year. So walking out onto that stage and being exactly who you are, chances are, if you're not right for that show, the director's going, and trust me, if it's Jason Crespin or Carrie Huckabee, they have incredible memories. They're not going to forget. Chances are that director is going to be like, oh, but I'm thinking of this person for this coming up. So you just never know. Your director, Carrie Huckabee, says, power through the fear. Auditions are crazy for everyone. That's it in a nutshell. Power through the fear. Courtney Frazier says, I've been doing crew for this show and it's been great. Thank you so much for doing crew. Courtney, we're so grateful. Vanessa Hill says, Justin, I need to make a payment arrangement on Ashland's ortho. JK, but really. We're taking care of outside business on Thursdays at 3 now. I'm glad we could be a conduit for that for you, Vanessa. That's so great. Vanessa says, audition, audition, audition. You won't be sorry. Thank you for your comment, Vanessa. Yeah, it's the place to be.
But a lot of people are scared about musicals, and I get it, because 60 seconds by yourself singing can be very terrifying. So if you're a little skeptical and really scared about that, try out for a play.
Mm-hmm.
The way ALT does the play, it's just cold reading from the script. So if you know the story and you know the script and you have in mind what you want to do, start out with the play first, because that might make you less stressed going forward.
Great advice. Great advice from a 20-season veteran. You heard it here first, folks. Will any of you be auditioning for our 97th season at any point? Inquiring minds want to know.
I have my eye on, for sure.
Yeah. Okay. What about our newbies?
I will be living in Austin in July, so probably not.
Well, we're glad we had you while we did, Sawyer, and you're always welcome back, of course.
Thank you.
What about you, Kendall?
There's definitely a couple shows that I'm super, super interested in, but it will just depend on what casting is like at school next year at WT. So,
of course, we've got busy college students, but we're so glad that the timing worked out for us to have you both for Sense and Sensibility, and Sawyer with Play That Goes Wrong, of course. That is all I have for you guys today. I'm so grateful. I know how busy you guys are. Sawyer and Kendall, especially with school, and Justin with work. Thank you for taking time out of your day to chat with me, especially on a show day. And I just want to wish you all the break a leg vibes this weekend. I'm so happy for your sold out run. and I just hope you enjoy the rest of it. And I want to let you guys know too, we're going to be striking Sense and Sensibility. I don't think I mentioned that earlier. I have a graphic for that, but I don't think I showed it. It might be right up here. Yeah, strike this Sunday at 5:45 at the Adventure Space. So if you can help with that, BYOD, bring your own drill if you have it. That's always helpful. Passing one drill around for all these people, it kind of makes it last a really long time. And we don't want to keep people here until 2 a.m. So join us for strike if you can, to strike this magnificent set. Oh, Adriana says, absolutely enjoyed this show. Thank you. So glad you got to see it, Adriana. Thank you so much for coming. And guys, thanks again for chatting with me today. It was so great to get some insight into the show and chat with you guys, and Kendall, to meet you virtually. I'm so excited to finally meet you. I've heard so many wonderful things about you, and of course your performance in the show. So thank you guys so much for joining me today.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you.
Hey, y'all have a great weekend. And guys, thanks so much for watching Thursdays at 3. Join us again next week. I'll chat some more about everything going on with Spamalot and all the things happening at ALT. And I look forward to chatting with you next week. Talk to you soon. Bye.